So we're here today to celebrate a lot, including my burrito habit. So here we are. I'll start with a story. Back when I was a kid, there really weren't any Mexican restaurants in the New Bedford area. There really weren't. And there really weren't any chains. Now, I'm old enough to remember that day when there was really nothing else around. A lot has changed. But I remember going to other cities. I remember when I went to Florida. Where else did I go? Washington in particular. And I just remember eating it, really loving Mexican food. I really enjoyed it. And I'd come back home and I'd say, I can't believe there aren't any Mexican restaurants back in the New Bedford area, nowhere. And we're here today because not only are there Mexican restaurants here today, but one man single-handedly has cornered the Mexican food market here with really, really good food. And I think a lot of you, some people might know this, some people out in cable TV land know this. I eat at Antojo an awful lot. I eat there in person. I eat there takeout. I eat there sometimes when I'm just driving around. I need something. I'll just call it in. And I don't know, Javi. I don't know if I'm I got to be in one of your top 10 customers. I must be up there. We've thrown our Christmas party every single year. Every year, the mayor's office, since I've been in office, has thrown our Christmas party, our office Christmas party at Antojo. So yeah, if I'm playing favorites today, I'd plead guilty. But it's because of the great food, great service, the great Rojas family, and what they do for our city. We're here today to celebrate Javier's and Johnny's entrepreneurship, their sense of understanding where the market is and food retail and going with it. They're really good business people. They're an even better family. Their family's been involved in the business for a long time. I consider them friends. And I'm here today really to celebrate the opening of this new restaurant in the North End. All of his other places are in the South End, more or less. And except for the one that you had in Houston for a while. Remember that? You still have that? Yeah. He still has it, so he's multi-state. So he's in Houston. So let's put it this way. If you've never been to Antojo, the people in Houston are discriminating about Mexican food just as people in New Bedford are about seafood. We know what we're doing when we go to a restaurant and they serve that stuff, right? We know seafood. We know when it's good and it's bad. He has stood the test of time in Houston, of all places, where there's tons of Mexican food. It's a really competitive market. And if you've been to Antojo, you know how great it is. So I just want to say I appreciate you're not sitting back and resting on your laurels, Javi. That you are continuing to invest in our city, to deliver great food, and in particular on this block of Coggeshall Street, there's a great opportunity here. As we see this, the traffic has really picked up over the years. We've invested millions in redoing this entire roadway here just a few years ago, and now it looks great. Even Starbucks has moved in, so there's a lot going on here, and with its connection to the interstate right there, 195 is right there. It's right in the middle of the heart of the city. We've had this street, which has had a couple of fires in the last few years. Garfield Street has. It really could use a facelift. You're coming in here, you're replacing a chain store, which is all the better. Locally owned restaurant replacing a chain store, which is terrific. And we're just so grateful for your investment. So there's a lot. I'm gushing now, but it's only because of my affection for you and your family and your business and what it means to the city. So, and I know Representative Hendricks, who represents this entire section of the city, feels the same way. And I don't want to steal his thunder. I'm going to call him up in a second. But it's when we see investment like that in neighborhoods, we know that it adds to neighborhood vitality, encourages others to contribute as well. And I know this is going to be a hugely popular place. We just need to get you a good sign, that's all. So anyway, so I have a resolution to mark the occasion. So I would just I'll read it, Javi and Johnny, and hand it to you, and then I'll ask Representative Hendricks to come on up. But it says here, the city of New Bedford hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Mi Antojo Mexican Restaurant, Javier and Johnny Rojas, in celebration of their grand opening of their newest restaurant and appreciation of your investment in New Bedford. _ investment in New Bedford. Thank you for continuing to invest. You're going to make this place a hot spot, just as you've done at all your other restaurants, and we're so grateful for it. So congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
And let me call up Representative Hendricks to say a few words. Chris.
Thank you, Mayor Mitchell, and thank you everyone for being here today. Just want to congratulate Javier and his family for opening up a new location. It means so much when you have business leaders in your community expand and build upon the work that they've done to make their community better, especially in this area of the city that's kind of going through a revitalization. As the mayor said, we have Starbucks right down the street, which many times is a good indicator that neighborhoods are shifting around a bit. So to have a small business owner who has roots in the city take over a place that was a chain location is so huge and so important. So I just want to say thank you for taking a risk in this city, and thank you for doing what you do on behalf of everyone in New Bedford. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chris. All right, so again, I want to thank everybody who played a supporting role in this, and but most of all, Javi, I want to call you up to say a few words. Use this, Javi. Wait a minute, Tony Cabral's coming, like late as usual. We'll call you up, and then we'll call Tony up for cleanup. But because I know Tony eats at your other restaurant, so I'm sure he's here for the food too. But anyway, I really appreciate what you've done here, and wanted to call you up and say a few words. Use it as a commercial of sorts. Let everybody know where it is and what. Don't tell them what my favorite item on the menu is, but tell them just how great
I'm
it
gonna
is.
let my son talk.
Go ahead.
No,
No. You worked that out with him.
So the reason I asked him like to talk, he better speak in English than
Your
me.
English is fine. Don't
So,
worry about it.
I would say thank you to the mayor and the state representative Chris and Tony. Hi. So so I take the opportunity to say thank you to everybody for the support. We planning like to have this restaurant in this area, like for the people that are not able to go to the south end, and show them a little bit what we made. And it's the only thing I can say. Thank you very.
All right, well done. Well done. Thank you, Javi. Thank you, Javi. Your English is far better than my Spanish. All right, so I wanted to. This event would not be complete if I didn't ask Tony to come on up and say a few words. It's just like Tony's reaction. Chris has already been. We've already been through it, Tony. But I know Tony is here thinking, as I have, like, oh, good, there's yet another place to buy Mi Antojo's food, right? So if you're in the north end, you can stop here. But that's all good. But I know Tony, like me, is a frequent flyer to Mi Antojo's other locations. So I wanted to give you an opportunity, Tony, to say a few words. Come on down.
Good afternoon, and I'll be very quick. Thank you very much. Obviously, I couldn't miss the opening of Mi Antojo in the north end. As all of you must know, and I hope you all go to the south end until now if you live even in the north end. This is a great opportunity. This is great for the neighborhood. Again, a small business investing in New Bedford and really migrating towards the north end to make sure the folks who live on this part of the city have the same opportunities as the ones who live in the south end. We all know how good the food is, and the service too, So again, congratulations, and let's go for the ribbon cutting, right?
There you go.
Thank you.
There There you go. All right, let's do this. Ready?
Here on three.
On three.
1, 2, 3.
Good job.
So I'm gonna start with the birria tacos, the number one seller, the nachos, burrito ranchero, fajita mix, and the tacos.
So you got a fajita mix and a to-go menu. That's something.
Yeah.
That's big. You got it all here. You got the chip course. You got all the food groups going. It's perfect. And I can bring my own margaritas here, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It works. Makes
Just for the
perfect
people
sense.
that they don't know, it's 245 Coggeshall Street and they're not 10.
You read my mind. 245 Coggeshall Street, and the website, right? Can you order on the website? How do you order? Or you got?
I have the applications, the tablets, DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber. Then I have one that is called Ablova. Ablova, that's direct from Antojo.
Okay. All right. All right. So you can use the order apps, the delivery apps as well, which is perfect.
Yeah, they can download the app to your phone and place the order.
So there's no good reason not to eat your food here.
Yeah.
Eat your meals here. Buy from here. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right, Javi. Thank you.
Thank you.